Where should we place our trust? In today's reading from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 12, verses 38 to 44, Jesus highlights two types of people: those who look to themselves and their position in the world, epitomized by the teachers of the law, and those who forgo all earthly security and rely entirely on God, illustrated by the widow. Let's take a few moments now to prepare ourselves to hear from God. George Buttrick, in his book on prayer, suggests starting times of conversation with God in silent self-preparation, focusing on our Heavenly Father. Before we search our hearts today, let's focus our minds on God, saying, "His light fills the world. It fills this room." His light fills the world. It fills this room. Take a few more quiet moments in your Father's presence. Imagine that you are beside Jesus in the temple, watching the wide variety of worshipers. Jesus indicates a certain Pharisee to you, who is pacing the floor, hands raised in prayer. The law teacher's robes are in flawless condition. He occasionally pauses his prayer to survey the crowd, nodding to those whom he knows, silently searching faces for their reactions to his show of worship. Take a moment to watch this Pharisee. Based on what you observe, in what does this man place his trust and loyalty? Hear Jesus' words. Watch out for the teachers of the law. They like to walk around in flowing robes and be greeted in the marketplaces, and have the most important seats in the synagogues and the places of honor at banquets. They devour widows' houses, and for a show make lengthy prayers. Such men will be punished most severely. How are you like this Pharisee? What are the consequences of a life lived like this? Take a moment to consider these questions. Jesus shifts your attention to a woman in the midst of a crowd. You would have easily overlooked her had Jesus not pointed her out to you. She stands among others far wealthier than she is. Those who precede and follow her drop coins into the temple treasury. But giving changes nothing for them. They have plenty left for their daily needs. They give of their excess. As she nears the collection chest, she takes her 2 small coins and drops them in, knowing that now she must trust God with everything. Even her dinner tonight is uncertain, but her face radiates a sense of peace. She has nothing left to rely on but God, the only one who can truly provide for her. What would it feel like to completely rely on God, like this widow? What do you currently trust in or look to for your security? Take a few moments to consider these questions. Our gifts might seem small or unimportant, but they are powerful when we place them in God's hands. Pope Francis says, "When we live like this, the power of Christ bursts through us and transforms that which is small and modest into a reality that leavens the entire dough of the world and of history." What seemingly insignificant gift do you bring to God today? As we close, would you pray with me? God, it is so easy to become wrapped up in the false security and honor that this world can bring. Help us to surrender all we have to you, allowing your power to transform our seemingly small gifts and use them to change our world as you surround us with your loving peace. Amen.